usually get attacked by great white sharks or lions, but being attacked by both on the same exact day, that's just unbelievable. I guess this is one of those unbelievable true stories. This all started one April morning in 1993 when a surfer named John Doyle was just sitting on his surfboard in the Atlantic Ocean just off the coast of West Africa, waiting for a wave to surf. John was an American from Colorado, and he was out there completely alone. It was just him and his Land Rover parked outside on the sand. The only sign of human life would be at least an hour's time away. But no buts. This guy was just stupid. I don't even know why he was out there all alone like that. No excuses for that. It was 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and John was starting to get a sunburn. So he told himself, this is the last wave. Then I'm out of this joint. But just then, about 20 meters away, he would see a shark fin. And probably what just went in his head was that movie Jaws. I know if I was out there, I would be thinking like that. Wow, I got a couple minutes and I'm gonna be eating up. Actually, that movie Jaws changed my life. It changed everyone's life. I stopped going into the water after that movie. I just go knees deep. But going out there in the middle of the ocean like that, that's not our matter. That's not my style. It could be your style, but it's just not mine. John figured the only way out of that joint was to catch the next wave out. So he was looking for that wave. And a wave would come. So he started paddling to the shore. And right when the wave was about to take him out, he would look underneath and he would see that great white shark right underneath. He panicked and he jumped on that surfboard, but he was so panicked that he fell into the water and that wave tumbled him all over the place. After the wave passed, he would grab his surfboard and say, I got this. And then all of a sudden he would say, I don't got this, I don't got this. The great white shark had latched onto his leg. That got hurt. John panicked and kept on punching that shark in the nose until he let go of his leg. Then John grabbed his surfboard and did the same thing that guy did in Jaws 2, putting that electrical line between him and the shark and telling him, come here, come here. But in John's case, it was completely different. That shark just chopped off half of John's surfboard. John was upset losing half of his surfboard, but then he decided to take it as a loss and said, I'm just gonna buy another. But if I was John, I wouldn't go back in the water if I was him. But some people are stupid, they never learn. Anyway, John would take the other half of the surfboard, and can you believe he surfed his way with just half of his surfboard all the way to shore? John would crawl his way all the way on the sand to his Land Rover and get inside and grab a shirt and rip it up and wrap it around his leg to try to stop the bleeding. But it wasn't really doing anything. That shark really damaged his leg. Now he had no choice but to drive an hour away to the nearest town. That was so stupid being out there all alone like that. People think before you do anything. Time out. Like and subscribe. God bless you. Do me right. I wouldn't do you guys wrong, and you know it. Let's go back. Time back in. John was driving into town. He started to feel lightheaded because of the heat and everything that was going on. He really needed some water. But can you guys believe this guy was so weird? He drove out in the middle of nowhere, 1 hour away from people, without even a bottle of water. Come on, John. It's very hard telling people your story. What were you thinking, man? It's very stupid. Anyway, he kept on driving until he saw some trees and a small creek. He jumped out of the Land Rover, and he would go to this creek, and he would put his whole face into the water and start drinking. And then all of a sudden he would go, "Ah!" I felt this intense pain on his side. There was a lion locked onto his ribs. John would grab a stick nearby and he started beating that lion until he let go. John got up and started running to his landboat. He would hear more lions. He turned around and there were like 5 or 6 of them. They were actually attacking him with their paws. They cut him up all over. He managed to get to his landboat and he opened the door and he got inside and he shut that door. John went to start his truck and then he realized he didn't have the keys. He looked outside and there were the keys on the ground right next to the lines. Right then and there, he just gave up and was ready to die. John was so weak, he just collapsed. It would turn out that there was a safari tour taking place that had seen John, and the tour guide was firing his shotgun in the air so the lions could leave, and he would go grab John and take him to the hospital. John would get 250 stitches, and he would make a full recovery. Till this day, John has half of that surfboard hanging up in his office. It says it reminds him of how lucky he was. Anyway, John, be smart next time. I know you. We don't want another story like this. I'm Ahmed Basil. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Please comment your opinion on this story. And please, like, share, and subscribe. God bless you. I'm out of this joint.